We're squatting today. That's right. We're doing some barbell squats today, and that's about all we're gonna do. We're gonna be squatting. We're gonna be squatting for reps. I'd like to hit 300 for however many reps we've got in the tank for a couple sets. I just wanted to do some barbell squats, and I mentioned it before in one of the previous vlogs, but it's been a minute since we've done any, and I've been hankering to do some barbell squats. So we're gonna crank out 3 to 5 sets of these, really just go hard on them, and see what our legs can handle. We've been running pretty hard and quite a bit lately, pulling in about 20 miles a week or so, maybe less than that sometimes. We're not running every day. The heart rate is up there. We're pushing pretty darn hard, and our legs aren't really feeling it. That is certainly not anything that's been of a concern at this point in time. We're certainly feeling fatigue in our legs in different ways, but nothing that I would attribute to an overall muscle soreness that should largely impact our ability to squat well. Say that, I'm probably going to eat my words today. I had a pretty hard 4-mile run yesterday and felt fantastic, felt great, but we'll see if that has any kind of impact on our ability to do some squats today and get up to a pretty decent weight. We're not going to be going up and maxing out. We're not going to be doing anything crazy like that to see what our 1-rep max potential might be. Not concerned about that today. I certainly haven't given myself enough preparation to pull something off like that without potentially injuring ourselves. However, we're certainly going to be squatting to absolute failure today. That is the goal. We've got the safeties up. We've got the barbell ready. Our hammies are warmed up. So let's start loading this bar up and get warmed up, get squatting, and make something awesome happen today. Now, one thing I always have to do to warm up is my shoulders. The first set or two of warm up on squats is always pretty challenging from a shoulder perspective, especially first thing in the morning here, just after 5. It is always quite tough. They're quite stiff, not sore, but they're just getting woken up. So getting that full shoulder flexion in there can take a little bit of work. Now, I talked about not wanting to max out, go too high, try to do any 1-rep max testing. It's important to remember not to overcommit ourselves sometimes. Number one, I'm not prepared, haven't adequately fueled up for a 1-rep max attempt, especially with a squat, where it's going to be a very, very trying, energy-using, nearly full-body exercise to perform a barbell back squat. Back squats are tough, man. I've said this before, I'll say it again because I truly believe it, but barbell back squats and deadlifts are some of the hardest, most energy-intensive exercises that somebody can do. Because even though primarily they're considered leg movements, and the squat I wouldn't argue is anything but a leg movement, both the squat and the deadlift involve a very high complexity with regards to how many muscles we're activating and using to stabilize ourselves, to push ourselves up, to keep that core nice and tight, nice and straight. And with the deadlift, we are literally using our upper body to help pull that weight up as we move through that range of motion. So the deadlift is anything but just a leg movement, even if we do consider it to be primarily a leg movement, perhaps a lower back movement. We are certainly using most of our body to execute those moves. Set number 2. So if we overcommit ourselves, we're just going to end up tiring ourselves out, getting out of place, getting all out of control, getting lost in our training plan because we're not recovering well enough, we're not fueling ourselves well enough, we're not sleeping enough. We've got to make sure we're putting in the proper procedures and protocols to execute on the workouts that we're planning for ourselves, to get done for the day what it is we need to get done, and also what we want to get done. And today, barbell back squats is what I want to get done. Leg day is what I needed to get done. But rather than do, the various exercises that I normally would on a leg day these last couple of months, I'm just focusing on doing these barbell back squats today, doing them really well, and making sure that I'm damn proud of the work we did, and that our legs are excruciatingly tired by the time we leave here today. I think I miscounted that one. I think that was only 7. Well, we'll have to see. Now, we talk about overcommitting in the gym, and like we say all the time, what we learn in the gym, we can apply in the real world too. If we overcommit ourselves, well, we're just going to be in for a world of hurt at some point in time. A couple different things can happen. We can get horse blinders and not see some of the things directly in front of us that perhaps are telling us to stop committing so much, stop giving so much of our time, our effort, our energy, and that can lead to us getting hurt, burned, stabbed in the back, you name it, whether that's personally, professionally, financially. If we overcommit, we're going to be so much more likely to give in to the sunk cost fallacy, where we look at all the time and effort and energy we've put into something and we go, no, I can't give up on that. I've put too much time into that. I've spent too much money. I've lost too much sleep over that. Sometimes we do have to push through that. Sometimes we have to continue to sink in and give and invest a little bit more to really reap the rewards. But at times we can get blinded by that, and we end up investing way too much to the point that we end up getting hurt or left behind. Final set. Let's get after it. So if we had not prepared to potentially have to invest all that time, all that effort, and all that energy, we really have to ask ourselves, why are we investing that much? Is there truly something at the end of this tunnel, that light down there, that's going to reap rewards for us? Or in our hearts, but not our minds, are we really truly hoping and holding on to some belief that there's going to be something better for us at the end? If there's nothing tangible, if there's nothing that you know can actually come to fruition, if you're just hoping for that recognition, hoping that somebody will give you that thing, hoping to earn that extra buck, that job, that friendship, that mentorship. Hope is a powerful thing, but it cannot just manifest things for us. So we've got to be able to balance the hope we put into things and the belief that the good will come towards us, but also make sure we're bringing in and acknowledging the rational aspects of what we're doing as well, and realize that at times our heart may have much grander visions of what's actually possible compared to what our head and what it knows to be true. Good. Pleased with that. All right, gang. This is me wrapping up for the day with some calf raises. This is a good leg day. We needed this. We needed a good, tough leg day. Get inside with this big boy who's just going ham on that tennis ball of his, and get some breakfast for ourselves. Don't overcommit yourselves, people. I think that's today's lesson. Really take stock, take inventory of everything you've got going on in your life. Because I had a mentor a number of years ago who said something that I still think about very frequently. We can really only have at any given time 3 priorities in our life. 3 things that we're really committed to getting done and doing on some kind of regular basis. For many of us, that includes having a family and interacting with our family. Of course, we have to have a job, and then that leaves one more thing for us to really pursue, a passion project, so to speak. Now, over the years, I've really thought long and hard about those words and that number, 3. I don't know that it's always 3. I don't know that we're ever going to have a hard science that says it's 3. But I think the adage of, hey, truly consider how many things you can consume yourself with, put yourself towards, and busy yourself with, is certainly something to reflect upon, think about, and really consider on some kind of regular basis. Maybe it's 3, maybe it's 5, maybe it's only 2. Maybe just those 2 are so busy that you can't commit yourself to more things. And over time, where I've landed is just that this number, this amount of things we can commit ourselves to, it's in flux all the time. It changes just like the season, and not because of the cyclical nature of our sun and moon, but because those items sometimes are going to require more or less effort, more or less time, more or less stress, more or less. So sometimes maybe I'll have time to commit myself fully to my family, my job, the gym, and video games. Maybe sometimes I've only got time for my family and the gym. With this YouTube stuff, it fits somewhere halfway between a whole item and half an item with regards to the second half of what I have to do here, which is edit these videos for y'all. Recording them really isn't any additional work. I'm in here anyway, and rather than just keeping my thoughts to myself and sharing them with you all, being able to produce these videos is an additional amount of work that have to get done at any given point in time. And whether that's a whole commitment or a half commitment, it's still something that I have to budget my time, resources, energy, and availability. So at times, perhaps I won't get to play any video games for a while, or read a book, or hang out with my friends during the week. These are all checks and balances that we have to do, and it very well may fluctuate day to day. Don't think that it can't, because it certainly can. So take stock, take inventory of your life, see what's going on, check in on yourself, evaluate what it is you need for yourself, what it is you want for yourself, and truly ask yourself, am I overcommitting? Am I doing too much? It's a hard question to ask and answer sometimes, but it's one we have to reflect on to make sure that we're achieving the goals, dreams, and ambitions that we have for ourselves. If that's something you struggle with, setting those goals, chasing down those ambitions, working towards bettering yourself a little bit every single day. Are you trying to create new routines and habits that are going to lead to the best version of yourself, but you don't even know where to start? Use that QR code on the screen and let's connect. Let's talk for 20 to 30 minutes and see if I might be able to help you further the pursuit of your dreams, your goals, your ambitions, and make it a reality for yourself in the near future. Whether it's exercise and fitness related, nutrition related, or just general lifestyle coaching, areas of your life that you're looking to better yourself in, that you need a little bit of help, a little bit of accountability, let's talk about it. 20 to 30 minute call won't cost you anything. It's just an opportunity for us to evaluate whether or not we'd be a good partnership and whether I can truly even help you in the pursuit that you're chasing down. So scan that QR code, reach out, let me know, and let's set up a time to talk. All right, everybody, it's been a good one. I'm gonna wrap up with these calf raises here and go have a good day for myself. I hope you do the same. I'll see you soon. Thanks again for being here.